All right, let's dive into Chapter 8. This is where the philosophy we've been talking about stops being theoretical and, well, gets real. We're about to see how two incredible figures, the sovereign Jester and the horned guardian, walk into a marketplace and turn it into a battleground for the very idea of value itself.
So the chapter kicks off with this incredibly powerful line. It's almost a taunt, isn't it? It immediately tells you this isn't going to be about who has more gold. It's about a confrontation with something that the market literally can't understand or process. The Jester himself is the currency they can't spend.
Okay, so picture this, a super busy marketplace. You can almost hear the noise, right? The haggling, the coins clinking. It's a perfectly oiled machine of commerce. Everything has its place, everything has its price. And into this perfect system walk two figures who have absolutely no intention of playing by the rules. They're here to shatter the whole illusion.
Now, this concept of the void mirror is absolutely key to understanding what's going on. The Jester isn't just some guy. He's a walking, talking, philosophical force. His whole purpose is to reflect the merchant's reality right back at them, but in a way that shows all the ugly cracks and weaknesses they've been trying to ignore.
So who are these two troublemakers anyway? Well, we have our two central figures, the sovereign Jester and the horned guardian, and they are a total study in contrasts. You've got this duo of chaos and stillness, and they're working together to basically dismantle this entire marketplace from the inside out.
And this comparison really lays out their dynamic perfectly. On one side, you have the Jester. He's all chaotic energy, what the text calls active laughter. He represents that untouchable sovereign self, the absolute ish. Then, on the other side, you've got the Guardian. He's this heavy, grounding, somber presence. He's the verdant truth, the embodiment of the natural world that all this commerce is trying so hard to pave over and forget.
To really get what they're up to, you have to understand the language of the market. Its entire reality is built on this idea of the not I. And what's that? Well, it's everything that isn't you. It's the stuff on the shelves, the coins in your pocket, your social status. It's the whole world of things.
And what does the Jester bring to fight this world of things? He brings the absolute ick. This is the true, core self that can't be bought, can't be sold, can't be broken down into parts. And when the absolute ick slams into the world of the not I, the book calls it an ontological friction. This isn't a physical fight. It's a clash of realities so deep, it actually destabilizes the air they're breathing.
The Guardian, he's got a different take, but it's just as devastating. To him, the marketplace is basically a crime scene against nature. He doesn't look at a stack of lumber and see a product. He sees the commodified corpses of the green. He sees an ancient whole forest that's been hacked up and slapped with 1,000 prices. So, this tension that's been building, it's about to explode into a direct assault. The Jester is finished just being a weird presence. He's now going to actively start tearing down the merchant's most deeply held beliefs about wealth and value. And he does it in 3 steps. First, he pulls back the veil of Maya, that illusion that the material world is all there is. Then, he uses what are called the runes of destruction. Think of these less as magic and more as a philosophical acid that just dissolves their whole value system. And the goal of all this? To reveal the verdant absurdity hiding under all their shiny objects, the raw, messy truth of nature. And the effect is just incredible. The text gets really poetic here. The Jester doesn't steal a single thing, but his presence, his philosophy, is so powerful that the gold starts to look tarnished and the expensive silks look like nothing more than dead leaves. He's proving that the value was never in the stuff. It was just a story they were all telling each other.
This all leads to the absolute climax of the chapter. It's this moment where the entire marketplace is transformed from a place of business into a bizarre stage, a theater of the absurd, where the real drama is about who really owns what.
And to get it, you have to understand the merchant's core belief. For them, profit is a beautiful cage. They genuinely, truly believe that accumulating things is the same as being. The more stuff you have, the more of a person you are. Your self-worth is literally tied to your net worth. And then the Jester delivers the final blow. He completely exposes their delusion with one simple, devastating twist of language. He makes them see that the gold is gripping the men rather than the men gripping the gold. And with that one little reversal, the entire illusion of power and control is just shattered.
The merchants, who saw themselves as masters of their fortunes, are suddenly revealed for what they are, slaves. Their possessions possess them.
So, what's the ultimate point of this whole chaotic performance? It's the core philosophy of the sovereign fool. It's this radical, mind-bending redefinition of value that gets right to the heart of what it means to be truly free.
And this is it. Zero. In a world completely obsessed with putting a price on every single thing, the Jester argues that the true value of the sovereign spirit is zero. Now, that's not because it's worthless, it's because it's priceless. It exists completely outside their system of measurement. You can't buy it, you can't sell it, you can't even put it on a balance sheet.
So the Jester and the Guardian just leave. And in their wake, there's just silence. They've planted these seeds of active nihilism, which is not about believing in nothing, but about actively tearing down false values. Their whole journey was a real-world demonstration of a key philosophical idea: the sovereign self pushing back and limiting the material world. And maybe the most important lesson, they prove that real freedom, true sovereignty, is being free from the ambition to always have more.
And so the chapter leaves us with this question, turning that Jester's void mirror right back on us. It forces you to think, doesn't it? In our own world, surrounded by price tags and valuations and endless consumption, what do we actually hold that is beyond all price? What is our currency that they cannot spend?